Previously on Big Brother. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back with my latest episode review. I believe this is for number 25 of season 16 of Big Brother. This episode aired last night, August 20th, 2014. What I like to do is do a very brief episode recap and review. You're going to basically get everything you want to know about the entire episode of Big Brother, plus some of my opinions as I see fit. I literally make a bullet point list on my computer, complete with spelling errors and all that jazz. I never said I was a court stenographer, ladies and gentlemen, so bear with me. If you do not want any spoilers whatsoever, this would be the time to pause the video and watch the episode. If you don't mind spoilers, if you love spoilers, this is the video for you. This video is basically me talking. I look at the computer screen and I talk about everything that happened, and I will interject my opinion. So that's all this video is. So if you don't like that, then there's a couple other videos on YouTube you can watch. So yeah, check those out. Coke Zero break. Alright, so previously on Big Brother, Zanky, which is Zach and Frankie, have reunited. Christine and Cody are getting super duper weirdly, eerily close, considering Christine's married. Frankie and Derek are heads of household. The detonators are in control. They decide to have someone in the alliance throw the competition to have Donnie lose and go home. No one but Caleb volunteers. This would be the fourth time he would be on the block. They wind up using Skittles to decide who goes up. Christine has chosen to go with Donnie, because Skittles are the most viable, most reliable source you can possibly do. In the Battle of the Block Challenge, even though Christine throws it, her and Donnie defeat Cody and Caleb. Now this is the new episode of Big Brother. We are now on it. Donnie in Diary says he feels that Christine throwed it, the competition. And he's very upset at, I'm very upset at Christine throw that competition there. In the bathroom, Cody asks Christine if Donnie thinks they threw it. Cody knows that, it's pretty much a given that, this is what's up. Derek is dethroned as head of household. This is the first week that things are not going his way in the whole season, so poor Derek, I feel bad for him. He's basically been running this whole season. It's pretty crazy. I give him a lot of props for that. A little dastardly stuff here and there, but, Frankie in Diary says that he's upset his two people he likes the most are up to go out. He is determined to win the POV and shake things up. Derek and Donnie are talking. Derek is talking about Victoria being the target because she's a floater and all that jazz. Derek is worried that Donnie is on to them throwing the competition. Duh. Donnie says Derek has blowed smoke up everybody's tail all season. Ain't gonna blow it up mine. Donnie, for being a country bumpkin, is a little bit smarter than a lot of people think. He's got a beard, so, he's a good guy right there, I reckon. Derek and Diary realize that Donnie is aware of this, and he's kind of pissed off that Donnie is aware of it, and he says, if it's either you're with me or against me. Well, you've been against him for a long time, so, yeah. Pinky's up. Frankie and Derek are talking. Derek thinks Donnie is aware of all this that's going on. Duh. Frankie says if he wins the power veto, he's taking out Caleb and putting up Victoria. Derek says Victoria is a waste of a nominee, but in reality it's one of his side alliances. So that's why he wants to keep her there. Derek says he wants to subtly suggest Zach should go up. Donnie and Zach later on are talking in the grocery room, and Donnie is saying he'd use the power veto on Zach. Donnie in Diary thinks that Zach really isn't in the clique, and you're a beast in the competition, so, you're kind of like, you're on the outs of the alliance, if there is one. Zach in Diary says it's kind of scary that Donnie said that I might be backdoored, and it's starting to plant some seeds in his brain. Both of them. Zach goes up to head of household with Frankie, asks if Victoria wins veto, would he be put up over Cody? Zach in Diary says that Frankie would be dumb if he doesn't go after himself, Cody, or Derek, because they are big, big, big threats in the game. Team America! They have to hide a personal item from each of the house guests. Then organize a neighborhood watch for 24 hours. Collectively, all three guys, Donnie, Frankie, and Derek, decide what to do. The item number 1 taken was by Derek, takes Victoria's robe. Number 2 by Frankie, takes Caleb's cowboy boots. Number 3, Donnie, takes Cody's blue flower hat. They kind of cut over to the Power of Veto competition. It's time to pick that. It's a random draw pick to determine who will play in the Power of Veto. Frankie picks Victoria. Cody picks Donnie. Caleb picks Christine. Donnie says he wants to win the Power of Veto and use some color-coded candies to decide which way to play the veto. That's pretty funny, snide little comment there, Donnie. I agree. All right. Caleb, Zach, and Christine are talking in the bathroom. Hope Donnie doesn't win. Caleb is desperate to have someone win it and get him off the block. Zach, Donnie are in the bathroom later, and Zach tells Donnie to win the Power of Veto. He wants him to win it. He keeps planting seeds that they will get rid of Zach. A door opens, and out comes Zingbot 3000. Zing! Basically, Zingbot is this really awesome robot who throws out hilarious, dumb one-liners at house guests. But he says that all of you are attractive in person. Props! Donnie, I love your beard, but I wish it wouldn't cover up your handsome face. Props! The doorbell rings. It's Kathy Griffin! You get a Kathy Griffin, and you get a Kathy Griffin. Okay, there's something seriously wrong with Zingbot. He's malfunctioning. Kathy comes in to zing people. Caleb, you and Amber have something in common. You think she's drop dead gorgeous, and she wants you to drop dead. House guest starts rolling. It was a really funny one-liners. Christine, there is a belief that glasses make people look smarter. Thanks for disproving that. Zing! Victoria, I would zing you, but I'm only supposed to zing people who are actually playing the game. Zing! What do you call someone who's not afraid to cry, wears pink, and cuddles with men? You call them Zach. Zing! At this time, Zach won't break a smile, and then Kathy comes up to him and cusses at him. It's really funny. One of the highlights of the season. This show in general. It's time to reboot and fix Zingbot. It's time for the Power of Veto. Connect a series of boxes via cables to turn out a light. Frankie lights up his first circuit board. Then Donnie does as well. Frankie lights up his second. Donnie lights up his second. Caleb completed his second board. They don't show him completing his first board. Victoria is having serious issues. Zach can't get it. Derek in diary says he's dealing with not exactly the brightest bulbs. Zing! Zach in diary is wishing for Donnie big time, hoping he wins. Caleb gets his third circuit board. Frankie gets his third. Donnie, I might get electrocuted. Zing! Caleb and Frankie are the top two. Frankie lights up all but one of his connector disconnects, and he manages to plug it in and wins the competition. Wins the Power of Veto. Cody and Caleb are bummed that they didn't win, but have no one else to blame but themselves. I agree. Zingbot is back. Frankie, that's a nice tan, but I'm surprised you don't get any sun at all, considering how much time you spend in your sister's shadow. Zing! This is a house of good-looking dudes. There's not one attractive lad here. Oh, wait, I didn't see you there, Derek. Zing! My throat's actually kind of hurting doing that. Donnie, your look is very Duck Dynasty. Too bad your social game is more like Suck Dynasty. Zing! Cody, you're such a nice guy. You haven't made any enemies this summer, except maybe Christine's husband. Zing! That is probably my favorite one of the whole show. Cody says they were just really, 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 really good friends. Wink. Wink. Caleb, Zach, and Frankie are talking. They want him to put up Victoria to be safe for another 2 weeks. Frankie in Diary is debating putting up Victoria, who isn't a threat, or turn on his detonator's alliance. Cody realizes his hat is missing. Frankie tries to help him even though he doesn't know where it's at. The whole house guest is looking for the hat. Caleb's shoes are now gone, his cowboy boots. Derek drops the line. Frankie's, he starts talking about, maybe there's a saboteur. Zach realizes his gator shirt is gone. Frankie's glitter is gone. Hashtag BB Neighborhood Watch. Maybe we should form a neighborhood watch. Caleb and Zach are all about it. Frankie in Diary says, "Yay, 5K!" As a Team America Alliance member, if they successfully get this competition, or this little side thing going, they'll each get $5,000. If they can get a neighborhood watch, they go for 24 hours. They wear helmets with lights on them. It's basically hats with like cowboy hats, another hat with like a light. It's pretty adorable. Zach accuses Christine, who thinks it's actually him, when in reality it's not. Caleb and Diary think it's Zach. Frankie goes along with it and says, hey, it could have been Amanda Zuckerman's cousin. He lied about that, so maybe he's lying about this. Everyone calls him a saboteur. Frankie uses it to put him up. Derek thinks this is the perfect opportunity to get him to step in. Caleb decides to look in the trash can, and along with Cody, they find the stuff. At the same time he was in here, Zach was actually in the diary room session, so he runs out there when he hears all the noise and commotion. Makes you wonder, how much can you hear in the house? How thin are the walls? The whole house runs in the grocery room, and they find everything. They all still blame Zach. At this point, I start to feel bad for Zach as a person, because he's on the outs, and he was playing along with this whole joke. He didn't do it, and they're just being really crappy towards him. That kind of sucked. So I feel bad for the guy. Power veto ceremony. Frankie decides to use the power veto on Caleb. Frankie ends hashtag Zanky and does a rap about Zach, about finally being able to meet Julie Chen. Cody does not feel safe. Anything can happen in the Big Brother house. And Zach feels betrayed not just as a friend, but as an alliance member. So I feel super duper bad for Zach. I'm empathetic towards him. He's done a lot of bad things in the house. He said a ton of bad things. Fruit Loop Dingus. But overall, he's still human. You gotta have a little compassion for people. It's not like this person's Jocasta. He has a soul. He's not like Jocasta. He has a soul. So, that's a Jocasta burn. I want to say thanks so much for watching my videos. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, all that stuff. Appreciate every single one of my viewers. Please share my videos. Thanks so much for watching once again. Wish you all the best. Let's talk Big Brother. Who's your favorite? Who are you rooting for? Leave a comment. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.